Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with DVD. How are you doing? In honor of Mother Winnie. And this episode is about Janine being at a crossroads and slash Ava Fest. So the episode opens up and the cafeteria staff is in an absolute frenzy trying to get prepared for open house, aka Ava Fest. So they go out there, they get some food prepared, and they sit in front of Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson says the food is trash. And one of the cafeteria staff just hauls off, throws it off the table. So in the next scene, we have Janine and Manny and the rest of the district. Well, in my opinion, just Manny and Honey. But anyway, they're going over the library program and its success, and then they all like, it's the Janine factor, it's the Janine factor. So, you know what they're prepared to do. They're getting ready to ask Janine if she wants a permanent position. So we get back to the school, and what do we have? We have Ava preparing them for Ava Fest. And they're all thinking that she is not going to follow through because she always lies. Because the last person who she said that was coming was Jasmine Suggs. But just remember, that's going to be key as the episode goes on. So one of the teachers is so proud of herself, she shows the science project that her class has made. And boo, I want something better. Show me something bigger and better right now. So this is supposed to be an open house, but Ava is definitely making it about herself. So Gregory, he doesn't want to be at the open house meeting anymore. He has to go. He has to drop some things off at Janine. Jacob is letting Greg know that he misses her so much. And then Barbara sends her a card. Another key element into Janine's decision. So Ava comes up with a bright idea. She's like, okay, I need y'all to get it together. Jacob, set up the flyers. I'm ready for everything to go out. Tell them my best friend, Questlove, is going to be there. Now, she met Questlove allegedly on a cruise. So Gregory goes by the district to show Ava his proposal, because he is trying to get the Goofball Garden Association underway. Oops. Did I say that right? Yes, because he's setting up his proposal and he's going to present it to Janine, who is a what? Member of the district. So Gregory's there. He's like dropping off the things. He told her that she had a nice view, and then she says, well, if you squint hard enough, you can see Abbott. That's only in her mind. Because in the long run, we really know that's what Janine wants to be. So everybody's saying something very special to them. Oh, nothing special to her except for the gift that Gregory gives her, which is a potted plant. She thought it was just some dirt, but he was like, no, I remember that you said that you missed the goofball. Now, Barbara's gift is unspecial. Barbara's gift is special, but remember, I said it's a key component to the episode, so that's why I'm not really talking about her gift, the card. So Gregory talks to the confessionals, like I said, this show does confessionals because they in a mockumentary. So he goes out there and he talks to the confessional and he let them know that, Janine was really, really special to him, and now he understands that she is where she's meant to be. And he made her, and she made him realize that Abbott was where he was supposed to be. That little extra tension between the two of them, you can just cut it with a knife, can't you? So Ava's in there talking to the rest of the staff, and she's talking to Gregory, Barbara, and Shementi, and she lets them know, well, I'm the one who really just almost broke up the Questlove and the Roots, because, a couple of the group was trying to get after me, and I had to beat them off with a stick. But I almost Shoko on them, and they like, what is she talking about? Ava is lying again, but is she? So Janine is over at the district. We're back at the district again. And she's just sitting there talking to the staff about, she took the new job. But Janine is still, she has a one-track mind. She's only concentrating on Abbott and the superintendent, who I can't stand. I never like to join the appeal type dudes. But I don't know which one to just join the appeal. Either one of them is the guest star on the show. So she tells him, she's concentrating on Abbott. And he's like, no, 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 Janine. I'm being sarcastic. You can't just concentrate on Abbott. Hence the word district. All schools, Janine. Duh. So they're scrambling around back at the school trying to figure out who's going to be the actual talent. So Sheminti comes up with these. And she does a pretty good job. She does a good De Niro. And she's like, and she does a little Stallone, correcto. She's the Italiana. So, they're all gathered around and somebody comes with the idea to bring in Tariq. Now, this would have been the perfect time to have Tariq on the show. Remember, I told you his character really gets under my damn skin. However, the panel, you wanted to use him since he was the head of the PTA, but now he's doing something else. That's what you wrote in for him to do? No, that should have been the opposite. Anytime they have some kind of goofy talent show or thing they need talent for, that's the time to bring him in. Because you remember, they think that Janine is lying. Sorry. I don't know why I call Ava Janine all the time. It's a big flaw with me doing these videos, but you get the picture. So back at the district, Janine gets a desktop computer, which means she will be working behind a desk now and not going to the very school. So she is like, what is this doing here? And he's like, no. That's planted to the desk. Because she tries to pull it up because she wants to use the laptop. More hints to where she really wants to be. Because let me just say this. It was quite different for me to have my own personal laptop when I worked for Medicaid. Because we had to do what they call outstation. And boy, picking up that laptop back then versus now, laptops are much smaller now. That thing was huge. Really. It was like, well, that was in the early 2000s. And it was heavy. Gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. But anyway, she tries to unplug, get off the desk, and he's like, he thinks she's joking. And she's just like, no, I'm not joking. I don't want it. I want my laptop. Nope. That's not how any of this works, Janine. You have a permanent position with the district. So, back at school, Sheminti is still doing her impression. And Ava walks up and she's like, wait a minute, who did this? And everybody confesses and says, we didn't want to lie to the district. And Jacob lost all his boys. So, of course, Barbara came in to save the day. Ava is livid. So Janine is highly, like I said, she's upset. And she walks away because she's like, Questlove gave me the name MC Gillette. And y'all don't believe me? Because he said I was best of man again. She runs right into one of the cafeterias there. Floors, door, food, no. And she walks off again, very upset. I think I'll be upset too because, well, I'm tired of her lying, but, have some confidence and some faith in her. She does follow through. Remember, once she started back being Ava, she does follow through with the things that she promises. Except for, the Jasmine Sullivan thing. But they're going on what happened last year. This year, she's been more consistent. So back at the district, Janine is miserable. And the guy who is in HR, he brings her star paperwork. Every time in this episode that he brings her something to sign or something, oh, I need more time. She's just putting it off. But they are having her a welcome to the district party. But, her mind is elsewhere. So it's take a shot, sign the paperwork, and they want to get a goofy photo. But remember, Janine has now read the card. Now she's really, as my last week photo thumbnail said, conflicted.
One thing I've learned about you is that you have.
That's Janine reading the card.
And my dear, that heart will never lead you astray. Blessings, Barbara.
So the parents back at the school are getting very upset because Sheminti is up there doing her impressions. And they're like, they made me sit through this. I'm waiting on Questlove. So remember, Questlove is supposed to be coming to the meeting because Ava redid the flyers. So they're like, okay, well, at least we do have one good thing going for us. The food is good. And so the head cafeteria staff said, we lost some good people in the process. And Shanae quit. I think that was her name. But, that's neither here nor there. I am watching in real time, but I'm not going to rewind that back to get her name. Because remember, this is cafeteria staff, not really cast. But anyway, said she quit. And he was like, fool, I didn't say I quit. I said I was quick. Because, yeah, she, the cafeteria staff rarely appears on the show. Gregory gets good news. The goofballs are approved. I just realized that Sheminti, when she was like, behind, baby. I just realized she doing Austin Powers. Maybe those impressions weren't as good as I thought they were. So Gregory wants to tell Janine, and she pops up, and then he's like, what are you doing here? And she lets them know that Abbott is the place to be, baby girl. And guess what made her stay? The card. That's not where her heart was at the district anyway. I mean, even though it was a fellowship at first, and then she got the permanent position because she did that library proposal, and she got it for what? Free? She was never happy there. So sometimes, even with better pay and better benefits and so much better, sometimes you have to go where your heart leads you. Hell, only if you can afford it, though, because, honey, it couldn't have been me. All promotions for me are a good thing, okay? Just saying. But this is a show called Abbott Elementary. It's not called Abbott Elementary in the district. It was like, it's good to have you back. Then Ava walks up. Why did she come back anyway? Pregnant? And then Mr. Johnson, I can see in her feet. No, I am not pregnant. What made me stay is the card. Her class, who she only met for 2 weeks, my understanding, but that's neither here nor there, signed the card. And they was talking about how much they missed her. And really, that is the straw that broke the camel's back and made her stay. I was saying, this is all good and sweet and all, but the real reason you came back is so you could see Questlove. Then everybody's like, Ava, Questlove is not coming here. But is he? Then they started calling her the principal cried wolf because, she lied last year. And then she said, well, I was honest about my lying then. I'm telling the truth today. And she grabs Gregory and she said, me and Gregory against the world. He said, I'm going to take the world. And gets out of her embrace. So Barbara just said, enough. We have tolerated your lies for 4 years. She corrects and says 5. She tells her, you have got to be stopped. We have watched you steal, cut corners, lie pathologically, proverically, and persistent. And as she's doing all those P words, Ava is acting like she's spitting in her face. Now, I don't know if you are delusional or not, but Questlove is coming through the door. And Janine and Quest have a nice little cute handshake. Of course, I know the Ava Coleman because they started asking him if he knows her. And he was like, sure, we go back like Moses. He was just telling Allen Iverson the other day that without her, their lives would never be the same. They thought I was a liar, Namir. I guess that's his real name. I don't know Questlove like that.
Well, later I'll tell you about the time where she wrestled.
Not you. Honest, Ava, they thought you were lying. Next time, I'm going to have to tell you how she wrestled. A blue antenna for his Afro pick. Almost as fun as when they started the roost together. Stop bragging about me and get up there and do it for the people one time. I told you I wasn't lying. Unlike Janine and her pregnancy. I am not pregnant, Sheminti. $10 is Tariq. So the music is playing, Quest doing his thing, and he's playing everybody. But of course, I can't play that. So at the end of the episode, they go back to the district and they, very disappointed that she's not going to stay. And my heart is breaking because that's the end of Sexy Manny. I did tweet that, by the way, last week. I was like, I'm going to miss the people at the district. And by the district, I mean the people at the district. I mean Manny. So the guy who is in charge of HR, he's like, yeah, I never liked your name, and pushes her little name plate off to the floor. And that, my friends, ends the episode. Come on in, come on in. Push me up in the algorithm. Like the video so we can all enjoy my recaps of Abbott Elementary. Like I said, for now, they are a labor of love. I love, love, love this show. My favorite show on television right now. It's so long since we've actually had a comedy that is just touching and endearing and big. I guess so much so because, my days in the classroom and me, during the penny homeschooling my kids, it takes me back. Now, let me just say this. I will never, ever, 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 ever teach again. But at the same time, I can definitely relate to the stresses and things that goes on with teachers. So that's why I try to teach my kids to have respect for teachers, because that is like one of the hardest jobs that you will ever understand. Notwithstanding me being a stay-at-home mom, because that's the hardest job that I've ever had. Like I said, with that, I'm going to close. And as I do, when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button so you can be notified when I upload a video.